Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here we go. Last year, there were 7 fouls. 7 fouls in the game. So this is a guy, I'm going to wrap it up. It's an easy thing. Just try. Just try. And I think I want
Here's Burrow to throw right away. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. This one is stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So the delay of game penalty backs them up. It's now 2nd and 7. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they bring him down shy of the try. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it is caught. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A curious decision to go for.
Trash ass nigga. What the fuck going down? Niggas quitting out here. Know what the fuck is going down out this bitch. Get into the most in the losses.
I think that Justin has peaked there, and if you have a chance to go get someone who feels a franchise quarterback that'll be there for the next 15, 20 years, you have to go.
That's right. I'm putting James Harden on the flood list.
Oh!
And listen, Harden's been playing very well all year. The Clippers have been excellent. You know, right after they got him, they were tough. They were
Clippers?
Bruise Clippers.
Well,
I was going to get them through.
But still, when they play well, you never say
after
Bruise
the first couple of weeks, they've been playing excellent. However, current Milwaukee Bucks head coach and former podcaster Doc Rivers had interesting things to say, where, you know, in between head coaching jobs, when he was talking to Wilds' buddy Bill Simmons multiple times about what went wrong in Philly. And he keyed on James not making the All-Star game last year really bothered him. He was playing an unselfish brand of basketball, leading the league in assists. It wasn't rewarded. And then from that moment forward, he was a different player. And you saw kind of more of the solo act James Harden. The team wasn't quite as good. And then the playoffs, it really reared its head. I am very curious how, once again, not making an all-star team is going to land on James Harden's doorstep when the 24 brightest lights in the league are shining on Saturday or Sunday night, and he wasn't invited to the party. Because the way he's playing right now is exactly what the Clippers need, and I doubted that he would do it. Thus far, they've proven me wrong. I'm curious how they will look the second half of the year. They will keep that going because I know they are your Clippers and you do love them. I have some healthy skepticism, so I'm putting hard.
And two of his teammates are on
exactly right.
All-Star game. So you're now everybody's like you're the third guy. He might not have thought that in his mind. That's interesting. You're right. That's something to watch.
This hurts me more than a critical letter from Don Sr. I'm putting Shingun on the bus. Out of love.
Are you done with him?
Out of no. Gosh. Okay. I just got you. Out of love. It's tough love time. Rockets, it's time to step up, Shingun. That's the moral story. It's time to move on. Like, hey, he's okay. Wow, you were right. You're like, no. It's time to start playing better and winning more basketball games. The Rockets just lost to the Grizzlies, who are on a 9-game losing streak. Until Houston comes down, you lose. The Rockets have lost they're 3-7 in their last 10 games. One of the wins being courtesy of this Jalen Brunson phantom foul that is currently under review and could get overturned.
Yeah.
Under protest. How is it going to work? You're going to replay overtime? Is it going to be odd? Am I going to buy tickets for a 5-minute game at the Gardens watching go? Yes, I will. Meanwhile, last night, Shingun had this play, which he's making something happen with time winding down. He gets fouled here, the ball bounces off the cameraman, and then hits Shingun in the face, which is never great. We want highlights, not embarrassing plays. So Shingun goes to the line, misses both free throws. This is one of the flaws in his game. And I'm like, well, Wiles is a big man. What do you expect? Well, same thing I expect from every big man. Joker shooting 82%. Embiid was shooting 88% from the line. Beating Joker, Shingun shooting 70%. So finally, this is what we can hope for. The Ime post All-Star bounce. Now, are the Rockets the Celtics? Not necessarily, but it was Ime's first year in Boston. Remember, they turned the switch literally at the calendar year, but post All-Star, they were also well. Had the best record, best offense, third best defense. So, I'm expecting Ime to take a little break, come back post All-Star. Rockets can try to get in the play-in. Just 10, that's all we're going to do. 10, that's all we're trying for. So let's see who's the inaugural edition of the Bud List. Maybe next week, too. That was great. Is Bill Belichick going to San Francisco?
A few inches shy of a first with third down. Here comes third and the length of the football. Trying to run forward, Jacobs. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
You ain't gonna throw that bitch, you know what's up. You ain't gonna throw that bitch.
Throwing on first down, O'Connell.
Oh, shit, that was a little short pass. Huh?
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside.
Got him leaking.
That one goes for 24 yards. A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end
that shit all the time.
And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Devontae Adams.
We're going to give you what you want. For sure.
And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
That's much better. Now I can see you eye to eye. So you're kind of like the ambassador for All-Star 2024. Tell me, look, it's been since 1985
following the touchdown,
that
ready to kick it away
Indianapolis has
is
been the host
Carlson.
of this game. What's it mean to be back in here and being perfect?
Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Indiana is the place to be, and this is for 18 years. I was lucky, I was blessed, I was fortunate to have this fan base, all these people that are out here rooting, cheering, and people say I'm the face of this All-Star.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 15.
He is the captain of the ship now, and I'm the co-captain. I have a question. Yes. He played here 18 years. Yes.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 on second down. Second and
never
6.
Venture out to be part of a super team or some other thing, or free agency. What made you stay in Indiana? Jonathan Walsh took a gamble and went out on a limb.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery.
I'll give you a show.
He was
I'll give you a show, bro.
the great Indiana young players here.
Hey, get busy. Get busy. Get busy. Get busy.
And we did a lot
busy.
of crying.
Get busy. Get busy.
Because of this guy to my right. So there was no way that I could ever go anywhere else because you guys took a gamble on me. We cheered and we had great moments, but we also had a lot of sadness together. And we were all in this together. And that's how we do this together in Indiana. Reggie, speaking of great moments, give me your top 2 moments as a person.
Michael Badgley on for the extra
Top
point.
2. Stand up.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Top 2 moments as a person. I would say the 25-point fourth quarter in the Garden. I mean, that's what Detroit by coming out. That's one of them. There's one that's nice. But a lot of things that people don't understand.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Jersey Nets, when I was a little bit past my
Fair
time.
catch going to be
We were
taken,
moving in
and
a
this will
different
be moved
direction
down
with
to the
Jalen, and it
25.
was game 5 when the first round was game 5.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
We should have won that
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown.
Those moments.
I like it.
The Reggie Miller show.
Give me a show.
Inside the 20.
I like it.
Good show, I was not taking you seriously on that run, though. That's not.
25 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to
Probably
add
was doing
on.
the same, huh?
Michael Jackson, you had something. Oh, that's my favorite moment right there. You like it, right?
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
He knew it was good. Look, my Davis boys, they set some good screens from me. Mark Jackson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
There's that touchdown. Here we go.
Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
I'm not. That's just the repetition they gave me because I got him a couple of bad balls. It is embarrassing.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
Boy, your ass there, boy. Gonna give you a show there, boy.
A lot of pressure. People don't understand when you're playing for such an iconic coach. Him coming back, obviously being from here, but
Again, they'll go ground with
being
Montgomery.
so successful.
And he's stopped.
Yeah, show that, boy.
Still a yard to go on
I
3rd
believe
down.
we
So
played
they
this
just need
10,
1
11
yard
times,
here
and
to
we were
pick
like
up the first
10 and
down.
1. It was so much pressure playing with him because he
They'll run
expected
it. Here's
excellence.
Montgomery. And he's able to get it
First
to
down.
the 23. Good enough.
First down. Coach Skip Carter was the defensive guy,
T-shirt selling
but they were
no
in
indecision
battle.
on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run,
so
did we?
much.
Got his shoulders
His
square.
basketball
Just get
knowledge
right into
was,
the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely picked his lane, went with it, and converted.
Reggie, on Saturday, we're going to run
But this one winds out to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Another 3rd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the
that show, boy.
The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the
First of all, I was
sticks.
surprised all three of us got in the room, but I think Charles could probably, I didn't know that. So,
Throwing on
the
3rd.
I'm thinking he should get the Celtics back to the playoffs.
It's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 14-6 our score. 28
Remember when
sports.
you would see Isaiah in the finals when it was Boston versus LA, and Isaiah would be at the game? Everyone assumed that Magic was getting him those tickets. He was
The
getting those
Lions will
tickets
use
from
the
Red
first
Hot
of their
Auerbach, and
timeouts.
the Celtics
They'll have 2
were traveling
remaining
on the
as we
plane,
step
on the
aside
bus.
here in the
And
second
I was
quarter.
like, why? He's like, I needed to know how to win. Like, that's why you hear all the beef between him and Michael in Chicago. He's like, we weren't worried about Chicago. Our team to beat was the Celtics. And the only way I was going to beat the Celtics.
3 straight incompletions. They don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4.
Larry and Mikal, they went along with him traveling and being around, learning from them how to beat them. That's amazing. I didn't know that at all. I was shocked because that'd be like me traveling.
They go ahead and snap it.
Hell no. Would have ever happened.
It's
Where you drop that
incomplete.
to?
They cannot convert.
Trash.
And they turn it over.
You got the stature like me, man.
Predictably, at least somewhat
You got no stature like me, man.
And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Here's Jacobs
That back
on
out.
1st and 2. And he can only
That back
manage
out.
to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there.
Run that back out
The
if you
century
go
marking
nowhere.
yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
This is the coolest thing. And
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
That's a good run, too.
Inside the 20 before he's brought down. And that's about the easiest decline call you'll
Run
ever
that back out,
there.
my guy.
Well, leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides,
everyone
finish the
in my
play.
development,
Make sure the
all
play
the
ends.
kids,
Don't jump
be
off
outside
sides and
with
stop. Because you see the net result here. Go ahead and finish
Niggas
the
on
play.
old time and they gonna stop
Don't
you.
give up that type
5
of
minutes to get
yardage.
out of development once I got on out. Everyone was invested in us.
Off the play
I
fake.
mean, yes,
O'Connell.
being in LA, Chicago,
This is
New York,
caught.
bigger market, but
Touchdown
we're
Raiders.
in this together in a small market.
Michael
And that's what I say. We
Mayer, a
laugh and cry together.
16-yard
Those
touchdown.
signs. Trusting
And
people.
the
I
Raiders
saw
have
all
taken
of
a
them.
2-touchdown lead now.
These niggas be
So
gay
it
as hell.
takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and
He's on a short
good. And the
list.
lead is up to
Because he
15
has all
now.
the intangibles. A family
Following
man.
the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
He hits big shots. And it's all about winning with him. He'll do whatever it
And it'll
takes to
come
win.
out to the
And
25
it's easier
as
when I
Raven
say
will
he's the
elect not to
captain
put it
now.
out.
He understands, and this fan base understands, that he involves everyone. And that's what it takes to win a championship in smaller markets. I don't know if you guys saw this today, Chuck, Kenny, Shaq. There was a press release by Warner Brothers Discovery. And you
The
know
Lions
what
offense
it was
ready to
about?
kick off their next
What was it?
drive.
It was about Richie
Charles, we
Miller and a
know that this
contract
offense is
extension.
aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they get
Come on,
the
digger.
touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do. Let's face it, sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, the onus goes back on your club. They don't pick themselves back up.
Big play moves them all the way across midfield.
That
It's
back on
1st
him.
and 10 from the 45.
I have the best teammates in the business out here. Well, Reggie,
That back out.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery.
You know, we give you a hard time.
And good work there in open space. He's got this all the way down now to the 32. 180 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You say that,
Now
but
it's gone.
all the
And his throw is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all. And I understand why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
I do have another question. So you have 18 years of teammates. You know, your top teammates.
Back to the air. Goff on second down. That is caught by Laporta. First and goal, they got to be thinking it's
Yeah, that's so boy. Yeah, run that back out. Yeah, run that back out.
Ray's J.O. He was my locker mate, and when we made the trade, when we had to get rid of I wanted him to know that he was welcome.
Is that too many, you heard? Is that too many, you heard?
So when you're around Indianapolis this week, keep your eye out for the mural that features Reggie Miller in action. Shout out to him on statue. Shout out to him with Whiteman, man. I love Woody too. That's what I used to do. What's hard as I dance I used to do before the Michael Jackson. Come on, man. Come on, man. Why they do you like that, man?
Here's Goff. And the Lions get a bit closer.
As the offense went on the field to start the last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle. Hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we'll put ourselves in position to start making a comeback.
Extra point by Bentley, up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17.
2% cash back on what you want, like first date plans. And me. Like maybe shoes without laces.
So the lead trimmed down to 6. Here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
The NBA take care of what a front center. They wouldn't do it. They said all we want to do is meet MGK. We flew all the way from Florida for this. We just want to meet him. We aren't taking any chances. And so they are here and got here yesterday afternoon at 2 o'clock. That's all right. I spent the night outside. Ladies want to meet MGK.
You got lucky, little nigga.
Look it up.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the shotgun, here's O'Connell. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Kirby Joseph. And he will
Great Bernard King.
Run that back out.
That's why I wore number 30 for Bernard King. I thought that was Aaron and Mello and
Want that show, nigga? We'll give you that show.
Patrick, and then that's somebody Jalen Brunson, who was getting it all.
And not only do they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
You know, get that ball back.
Points, but it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a one-point game.
An all-star for the very first time in his career, the leader of the New York Knicks, Jalen Brunson. Mixed reviews, not exactly the same reaction that Reggie Miller received months ago. The Knicks against Indiana, that's a tough crowd. Tough crowd.
How you doing? Good. What's up? Congrats, bro. Thank you. What's up, dude?
Well, Jalen, I guess this is feeling real now. That you're an all-star here in Indianapolis, and let's go.
Yeah, it's feeling real. That was a very warm welcome. Thank you, John.
Probably a warmer one than you get when you play.
Oh yeah. I'll say this: Indiana fans, y'all are real passionate, man. Y'all are a great fan base. I'll give y'all that. Y'all are a great fan base.
Hey, the night that you were announced as a reserve and Kenny did the honors, you guys had a game that night. So how did that play out? Were you able to see that before you took the floor, or how were you made aware that you were an all-star?
I didn't. So the TV was on in the other room. I didn't watch it. I was trying to get my time to the game, and we ran out on the
that show for that bag out.
I started hearing a couple of fans yelling some stuff, and then I saw my dad walk out, and he looked at me and nodded. So then that's when I really knew. So that was a good moment for us.
Speaking of your father, I recently saw how he trained you and how he prepared you for this moment here. How excited was he when you was announced as an all-star?
I think he was excited. He didn't show me how excited he was, but I always hear the snippets from my mom when he goes back home with her, and I just knew that deep down he was feeling happy. But we had a game that day, so we were locked in. But I know he was happy.
Well, let me give a commentary then, because I've had the pleasure, guys, of watching him when he was in high school playing with the Mac Urban Fire, and I used to sit next to your dad in the stands when you were like 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th grade. And he was always so praising about what could become. And I used to watch him. I'm not going to lie. I used to watch him go, man, how does a guy with that physical ability, he doesn't have the genetics of Shaq or Charles or whatever. Every time I see him, he wins. I'm like, all right, get to college. Win national championship 2016. So, again,
I'm gonna give you that show for that bag out.
So then he goes, and then when the draft comes,
Give you that show for that bag out. For that bag out, nigga. I never knew you was high.
Touchdown. I love it. Now it's only a 2-point game. I know it's the first half, but you gotta think. Go for 2, tie it up, go into the locker room. What are you doing? Come on.
You're bold.
It's real easy to be bold sitting up here rather than down there and making that decision.
We don't have to make those decisions. Either way, little time left on the clock here in the second quarter. We'll see how this all plays out. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And this is now a 1-point game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
I'm about to get that bag out.
O'Connell on 1st and 10.
Get that bag out. Get that bag out.
In there to get him, and with it, time will expire here in this first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go.
Every day I work in order to, like I'm trying to be the best player I can be, knowing my role when I was in Dallas. And then obviously when I got to New York, I knew my role would be increased a little bit. So I was always working and having that mindset no matter when I was on the court. And Obviously, when the opportunity came knocking, I'll be ready for it. But my mindset first is be a good teammate and play my role to perfection and keep working as hard as I can to be the best player I can be.
Hey, guys, do me a favor. Can you put that stat back up there? I mean, this, Jalen, I know you play. It's fun. It's fun watching that.
Now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
Look at this, man. Come on, man.
That's an incredible.
That is crazy right there.
It's been a shootout so far.
Hey, man,
We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half.
Because all three of those guys in the Hall of Fame.
Bringing it out.
And for you to be on that list,
make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
What do you think you guys need to do to make Kenny's prediction come true? You guys versus the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Most
the Lions
importantly,
offense ready to kick off their next drive. Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, because his game plan is
I think for us, recently we got out of publicity.
the offensive story referenced in the first half.
We just can't be complacent. We can't be sad about what we've done.
Really strong, I believe, to get things going
We
here.
got to continue to keep working. Just have that mindset of 100 instead of that.
You talk about what's the prognosis for Julius and OG?
I'm going to use famous flip line.
Again to Montgomery out of the gun. And nothing much materializing.
I want to go back several
He'll
years.
get a couple, and
So you
that's
go
it.
for the dad who's playing in the
Lane
league.
that might have been open there was closed
For
pretty
some of his career,
quickly.
he
That
was
was
just
because the defensive front,
really
they
small.
won
Actually,
that
probably
battle
9 or 10
attack
when
in
he
the line of
retired, I
scrimmage.
guess.
They used
But
great
what were your
leverage,
best
held their
memories
spot,
of
and stacked him up.
going to the gym with him? What was his best advice for you at that age as an NBA player?
I would say when I was younger, watching my dad work consistently, it was really cool. I got to see him play. I got to see him work out on his game. I got to see him lift. I got to go ride my bike around the track while he ran. So I got to see all that at such a young age.
2
And not
yards
really
on the first down
understanding why
carry,
he's
and
working
then
so hard.
followed up by 2
And
yards
so
on the
as I got
second
older,
down carry.
wanted to play in the NBA, my dad started to make me, and I
3
realized,
yards in a cloud of dust.
man, like, this needs to work
Now they're
this
going to
hard.
need 6 on third down to keep the drive
9
going.
unguaranteed contracts, and then NBA for 9 years.
Here's third and 6.
As I got older, I knew I had to work twice as hard as to get there. So to see him now, that was my biggest takeaway.
You're a much better player than Rick. Come on, Rick. You know, he gave it to you. Hey, Rick, you were supposed to be a defender and a playmaker. He would, yes, I would give it to you.
Goff now looking to throw.
You know, just the best player in the family.
That's too really a big tight end. He's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been repped up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
From last year. That was terrible. That was terrible. I love you, Jew, but I got to beat
So
them.
that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the
Coming to
35.
your first All-Star, what is the one thing that you're most looking forward to?
I don't know. I told myself in the NBA, when I'm in the league, that I would never come here unless I was invited.
Battery low.
Just
No
beating
matter
the
what the
play
situation
clock
was,
is
I was
gone.
going to become the All-Star when I was an All-Star.
The
Never really told
middle,
anybody that. I kind of kept it to myself, but I think just finally being here and holding my word to that, that's special to me. So I'm excited about that.
Well, the worst thing about the All-Star game as a player, have you got the price tag on those tickets yet? And how many people did you bring? How many folks? For real, Chuck? Yeah.
About 10.
Oh, that's a big number, man. So 3 points Sunday in your first All-Star game.
Thank you so much.
Montgomery back to the ground.
Look at that.
They find some open
That's what I'm talking about.
Let's just get the show on the road. That's what I'm talking about.
36.
Yeah, I was going to bring it up, but
He's been terrific here this afternoon. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker, safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
Gonna give you that show for that bag out.
Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Well, I did not see that coming. I did. I saw Memphis beating Milwaukee 113-110. I told Kenny before the game, man, it was going to be close. Well, if you win, that's closer. Yeah, and we're in Indianapolis where, you know what, you can start celebrating All-Star Weekend. Yeah, baby. It is here. Not like they weren't when it was wall-to-wall in here for Machine Gun Kelly earlier as well.
Everything here, we're going to get a timeout.
I approve. Indiana's ready. Yeah, I
it's
agree.
Just their first, so 2 remaining.
This game, burn one here in Memphis this missing quarter. Basically everybody. And as you point out at halftime, 2-way contracts, you know, like 10-day contracts. 10-day contracts. It got so bad for Milwaukee, they went to a zone. Yeah, but I'll tell you one thing about when you watch Taylor Jenkins' teams play. They play hard. All the time. Taylor Jenkins is a hell of a coach. Yeah. They lost to a bunch of dudes on 10 days. Yeah, and 2. Yeah, Jack, they went to a zone. It would have been, and not only on 10 days, Jack, a lot of those guys, like a one and done, or like a G.G. Jackson in those situations, they would have trouble with the number 1 team in the country. UConn really good. They'd have trouble with UConn. Like, it'd be a good game if that was going on. Why do you say they look at the highlights? Yeah, come on. With the low lights. No, I'm saying 3 games left in this before the All-Star break. So let's just let's go through this. Giannis and the Bucks coming to town 3-6 under Doc Rivers coming into this one. Coming into this one. Well, Giannis had a 17. Lopez. I didn't know he had that in his game, Chuck. Yeah, well, did he have a big 7-footer can dunk? Yeah. Hey, if you're a 7-footer and can't dunk, you better be well saying, welcome to McDonald's, can I help you? There's your guy, G.G. Jackson shot. G.G., I see you. Hey, man, if G.G. played on G.G. every week, he'd be a high-paid player. You're absolutely right. 36-34 at this point, and then the banked 3-pointer is over. Yes, indeed.
Furious in this quarter.
I mean, I know the getaway game we call it all stuff. I know it's difficult. However, this is an embarrassment. This is the low point. Yeah, this is definitely the low point. Like, you know why it's even a lower point, Kenny? Because you're coming off of
to disrupt these offenses
30 with no Jimmy Butler. You saw Jordan Goodwin with the tip late in the game. Everybody contributing, and Zaire Williams had an incredible night. In fact, a career-high 27. I hate to say it, Milwaukee is a championship caliber team that's nowhere ready for a championship. Not even close, Jack. Not even close, honey. Milwaukee with a lead, but not for long. There is that Dante again. Number 1, Jack. So, like, you know, we always talk about Shaq. Kenny, when the house on fire, get the women and children out. That's it. It was already on fire when they got Milwaukee got the lead. Down the stretch, they're down 3. Game trying to be game time, but there is no time for game time. Game's over. We going to All-Star break. We're going down to Beale Street and get it on tonight. Let's fly down. Hey, check your plane here. Let's fly down to Beale Street. It's going to be on fire. Fire. So we're to the All-Star break, losing their last 2. They go in 3-7 under Doc Rivers. Memphis, meantime, has won 2 in a row. Look, they're only 20-36 on the year, but that's a hard-playing bunch with a bunch of guys you need a program to figure out. Guys like 19-year-old G.G. Jackson, who spoke with Stephanie Rennie after the game.
Tell me what happened at the end, how you all were able to hold on. Great credit to Doc Rivers and Milwaukee Bucks, have Giannis and Dame. We were really keen on them trying to get in our shifts on Giannis, trying to make him get the ball out of his hands. Obviously, Jay Crowder hit those shots, but we try to let the other guys do that, so that's what we tried to do.
You yourself, you started off hot in the first quarter. You were scoring every way you wanted to. Tell me how the offense has come to you now.
I got his name wrong the first time I was on TNT, but it's Anthony Carter instead of Alex Carter. He's been working with me the whole time, getting my shot right, and it's the best I've ever shot in my life. And, once you have your jump shot, it opens up everything else for you, the driving lanes, and then the kicks. And, hopefully I can get some dunks sometime soon.
Congratulations. Thanks for talking.
Thank you. Shout out Zaire. Played his ass off. Shout out Zaire.
Gigi Jackson basically a combination of Jason Tatum and Paul George. Calm down, Parker. Okay, good point. I'm sorry, Parker. I don't know how to read, man. Hey, brother, I don't have to read with my bank account. They call me, you gotta know your numbers, though. They better call me Mr. Barkley at the bank. How about Gigi? They better stand up, Terry. They better not be sitting down either, Sean. They be like, hey, Mr. Barkley's here.
Now it's okay.
That's funny. You know what is the most interesting thing about the whole thing? Gigi Jackson goes, we just wanted the other guy. Another guy saying that we want the other guy. He's another guy. Gigi Jackson saying, oh, we wanted the other guys to beat us. Like, they felt that they're better from 3 to 5. That doesn't even add up. But Milwaukee Bucks are in trouble in terms of intensity, in terms of leadership, in terms of know-how. Like, this is no. I don't. Doc Rivers is a Hall of Fame coach. There's no reason to start off 3-7. You should be excited, and they should have an energy of excitement when he came in. That hey, we're trying to win it all, and this is what it's about. But it backfired. Milwaukee needs to understand because of Giannis and Dame. The opponents are going to be going away with the But forget all that. Before we blow this team up, the fact that you're 3-6, I know you say it's a throwaway game, but when you're not playing well, you want to end the All-Star break on the positive note. They were supposed to come out and smash the team, but Chuck said it. They had trouble with the defense, no timely stops, no effort. I believe it. Like I said earlier, it's a championship team on paper. It's nowhere near a championship. The way they're playing right now, they're going to get swept in the first round. You know, it's interesting. Like, okay, let's be patient. Let's be patient. Then I said, okay, they had the champs come to the house and they smacked them up. They beat Denver about 25. And I'm like, okay, they got the Heat. The Heat don't play. And I said, well, I said condolence to Jimmy Butler too, man. Just thinking about you and your family, brother. Then like, well, they playing in Miami Heat without Jimmy Butler. They're going to get a little momentum. They're going to beat them. Then they're going to beat Memphis. They're going to the break and roll 3-game winning streak, 4-game winning streak. Now, the Memphis Grizzlies won 2 in a row, and these guys lose 2 in a row. Grizzlies came in as the worst shooting team in the NBA, the lowest scoring team in the NBA. They score 113 tonight, which is 6 more than they normally do, and they hit 53%, just the 7th time. Check that. 8th time they've shot 50% this season, which is the low in the NBA. But they do it against the Bucks, 53%, and they win at 113 to 110. So Milwaukee heads into the break on a downer.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. Here's 1st and goal. Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
No matter what, I know there's an inclination to learn to get the best.
If you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime.
Good pass by Dame. That is right.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Power on. Bluetooth pairing. Bluetooth connected.
Kathy here. Youngstay, baby. Worst loss of the season. That's being thrown around again as the Warriors looked a little bit wobbly late last night. Not early, though. Steph Curry, his pregame warm-up here, tunnel shot, full court, soars through the air, and somehow makes the shot. Let's take one more view of this. He stood there for a while to let it really soak in.
And I'm not impressed. And guess what? They carry on
into the game. Look at it right here. Steph Curry with the shot, boy. He has found his rhythm. And look, Steph Curry, I'm telling you right now, he is in a zone at the perfect time. He's playing with great joy. We saw at the beginning of the season, he had his head down, and rightfully so. But right now,
well, he finished with a game-high 41 points here, but watch this. Okay, so Mason Plumlee, hard foul on Brandon Podziemski here. Jonathan Kuminga shoves Plumlee. Draymond stays out of trouble, just making a couple of faces here. Ty Lue was given his second technical foul and ejected. The Clippers, though, they've not come back anyway today.
Let me tell you, when you have someone that you can pop into the game without Kawhi Leonard that can shoot 5 for 7 from 3, Norm Powell, my goodness, he was, like, we're talking about Steph, he had the heater in the fourth quarter late in the game. I mean, some of the ability to move the ball around, that's why the Clippers are better, because they are able to pick up the slack when one of their stars are not performing.
So Podziemski hits the 3 here after 2-point. Norm Powell has 12 points in the fourth quarter. Watch this. Thompson fouls anyway, even though Steve Kerr urging his team not to foul. Let's just take one more look at this. Steve Kerr, he can't believe it. He was imploring them not to do this. The Clippers walk away with the win. So let's take a listen to Steph Curry after the game.
They'll come up first and 10 here. They'll try the middle with Montgomery.
Very average to get it done. This feels like a little bit of a wrap to what happened earlier, or is this a one-off?
I think this is a one-off. I think we played a really solid game.
As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
The game got away from us defensively. There in the fourth.
Here comes second
down. All right,
down.
Steve Kerr is just calling it a one-off, but the Warriors' season performance maybe suggests that it's a trend. Because look at this. The Warriors have lost 6 games this season where they've led by 15 or more points. That's the most in any season over the last 25. So as for this year, the team, only team, right, with more blown big leads are the San Antonio Spurs. And speaking in terms of standings, they're the worst team in the West. So that's the company that the Warriors are keeping. So Kirk, is Steph right? Are they just average?
Hell no, he's wrong. They're above average. They're not good. They're not great. But anytime you have Steph Curry on your team, I won't disrespect them and call them average. Because of his greatness and him being able to elevate this team, right, to make a playoff run or win basketball games. But I think, this is a learning process right now for the Golden State Warriors. Jonathan Kuminga, Podziemski, all of these young guys, right? They're figuring out the new them, right? The new wave, the new system. So I wouldn't call them average. They've been playing some exceptional basketball of late.
Yeah, I agree. When you use the word average, I guess what he's defining that emphasis. Anything but a championship team that's average for us. We've won 4 championships in the last decade.
Degrees.
Yeah, see, you get degrees. Like, no, in the Bay Area, they're Stanford, and they're like Ivy League on the basketball court.
No way.
Oh, yeah, But when I look at this Warriors team, I just started thinking about a lot of times their strengths are no longer there. Fourth quarter they struggled, a lot of close games. We used to talk about the Golden State Warriors as owning the third quarter, owning the second half. We talked about them being strength in numbers. Now they're trying to search out roles for their players and changing the hierarchy of, okay, Steph is here. Now we need Draymond as the engine. Now the Kuminga, or how are we going to win this game? And most importantly, how are we going to close that game? That was heartbreaking to watch that situation with Clay and sort of going for that foul and realizing, because he was not necessarily a factor late, but then to come in knowing that you need 3-point shooters and it doesn't work in that favor, it just feels like the avalanche. It was a snowball, and it's an avalanche.
More the pressures, right? He's been benched in different games in the fourth quarter, and he's on the floor. You saw very clearly Steve Kerr going, don't foul, and then literally falling to his knees on the sidelines here, Brian. That's not really what you want to see.
In all honesty, the fact that they're 500 is kind of a because they should be a way better than 500. Even with the Draymond suspension, I'm just going to take that out. You mentioned earlier, you still the post-game graphic there about overtime and take their chances there. They wanted to get this thing done. But when you're a 500 team at home, I mean, that's not acceptable. 500 on the road means you should be a winning team at home. They used to be a great home team.
Correct.
And they're just, look at that. Like, a team that's 500 on the road should be in the top 6, quite frankly. And so you also can
couldn't get that spot.
Fun if you run, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.